Hello, welcome to another Warframe tip of the day. Today we'll be showing you how to get Atlas. Atlas is another quest-related Warframe. You will be able to get his main blueprint after completing the Jordas Precept quest. After completion, you will unlock a mission on Eris called the Jordas Golem Assassination that drops his systems, chassis, and neuroptics blueprints. Let's get started on the Jordas Precept quest. This quest will unlock after you complete the Pluto-Eris junction. Doing so will prompt a message in your inbox from Cephalon Jordas. Then you'll be able to begin it from your codex. You will begin with Cephalon Jordas asking for help. He requires you to obtain Fairlick pods.
Strong, no chance. Wait, maybe the Furliac pods. But where would you ever get those? This is hopeless. Just go away.
Cephalon? Jordas? Operator, he's gone. My precepts compel me to help this Cephalon. Whatever these Fairliac pods are, we need to get some
Immediately.
at your earliest convenience.
Let's not get confused. Fairliac pods are actually a blueprint, and you will need resources to build the Fairliac pods. The resources and the blueprints all drop from killing juggernauts. Let the farm begin! Alright, let me give you a quick rundown on how to fast farm a juggernaut. We'll be going to Amoros on Europa. This is a level 18 to 20 exterminate mission. A juggernaut has a high chance of spawning within a minute. Before we go into Europa, let's talk about the juggernaut. He has very high armor, but with two weak spots. One on his back that opens up like a mouth and one on his chest that shows when he stands up. Let me show you in depth how to defeat him. Here I'll be using my Ruebico Prime and built it with corrosive. He'll take a charge at me, then immediately open his back. Take the time to snipe his back. This is a level 50 juggernaut and I can kill him in 1 to 2 clips. Now let's talk about this mission versus what Warframe to bring. I use my Banshee Prime built around strength and range and no augment. Now once you're in the level, we will do a run and gun method. Run further into the level, shoot a few enemies. Don't shoot too much though. I run towards what I think is going to be extraction. Within a minute, you'll hear a roar and the load is telling you there's a juggernaut.
A juggernaut nearby? It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away. I'm still detecting active infestation activity. Let's clean it up.
The surrounding enemies will turn yellow. The further into the map you run to, the enemies will get heavier in number, which is what you want. Hit your number 4 right after his roar. If you wait too long, the juggernaut will go away for the rest of the mission. The fourth ability will kill a large number of enemies very fast. Once a good number of enemies are killed, the Lotus will tell you if a juggernaut has appeared.
The juggernaut. I think you made it angry. Good work.
If the juggernaut has appeared, he'll need to find you. So take advantage of that time by running in the different rooms and hit your number 4 ability. With this ability, you can sit back and watch the exterminate numbers go up. Once you reach the juggernaut, use the method I shown you on how to kill him. Once killed, he'll drop a juggernaut resource. Finish exterminate and extract. This particular method and mission has a 2 to 4 minute run. Sometimes, and with any mission, a juggernaut will not spawn. If it's been about 2 minutes, just abort and try again. When you kill enough juggernauts and get all his components, go into your foundry, find Fairlick pods, and begin the build. Once the pods are ready, equip it in your gear section and continue the quest. You will be directed to test the pods on an exterminate mission at Itzal Archwing. However, your juggernaut farming will not be good enough and you will be instructed to build a more potent Fairlick pod.
Use this mission to calibrate your Fairliac pods. Just don't use them all. Now would be a good time to try out those pods, Operator.
We need to clean this area up. Search for the source of the infestation and exterminate it.
Dangerous, but beautiful. I can almost taste them. But the golem needs something more potent.
Thankfully, you'll acquire this blueprint through your inbox, but unfortunately, you must farm more juggernauts to build this blueprint. Now, I will stop you from moving on with this quest. If you are going into this blind, you will most likely rage quit and say forget getting Atlas. If you are not well prepared for the next mission, this mission can take at minimum, let me say this again, at minimum, a half hour to complete. The next mission is an assassinate mission that drops the rest of Atlas's blueprints. And the first run will complete his quest and give his main blueprint. To finish the quest, you will need to equip the potent Fairlick pod into your gear first, and make your way to your next waypoint. Here you will learn your juggernaut farming was basically useless and you'll have to fight a giant juggernaut anyways.
Is that it? I really thought you would have more. Have you been using them?
What? No. A few, but you said...
That is not enough for him. You are just like all the others. You won't kill the golem. I took them you too.
Thank you, Warframe. After you defeat the Juggernaut, you'll then be prompted to go into Archwing mode and fight the golem boss. From here, most players have not leveled up their Archwing or weapon or grabbed good mods to fly by this assassination. Either way, the golem can be defeated with the bare minimum, but can take a very, very long time because your Archwing will deal little to no damage. To be able to damage the golem, he has an engine on his rear end. You'll want to shoot at the flames or the metal on the rear side. The golem will perform an air puff attack that will spin you out, then he will switch places to the other side of the map. Here you can readjust yourself and fly to him, either killing the enemies in the background that are trying to kill you, or you can keep shooting his engine as he's moving away. You will learn the golem may look intimidating, but he will not hurt you, just mostly the enemies behind you. Once you manage to defeat the golem, you will receive his main blueprint, and the Jordas golem assassination mission will unlock on Eris, which is a repeat of the last mission, but to get his drops of his systems, chassis, or neuroptics. Now before you rage quit knowing you have to farm that giant boss over and over again, let me give you some quick tips on how to cut his time from 30 minutes to 5 minutes. The 5 minutes is not including the beginning where you actually spend 5 minutes running the ship to the Juggernaut, but 5 minutes to kill the golem. First, equip the Warframe Revenant. His number 4 ability can take down the Juggernaut in less than 5 seconds. Next, to defeat the golem, upgrade your Archwing and your Archwing weapon. Upgrading away from the base Odana Archwing and weapon can make a huge difference in time, health, and damage. Last but not necessary, mod your Archwing gun to deal corrosive damage, which is installing an electricity mod and a toxic mod they combine to make corrosive. This can actually cut your time down from 5 minutes to 2 minutes. The build I use is the Itzal Archwing. I find this useful because you can deploy his fighter drones, his number 4 ability to fight off those enemies that are bothering you. I also use Imperator Vandal, only because I farmed him on an event. However, the weapon of choice is the Grettler. Its base is actually 25% critical chance with a high puncture damage already. With my build, like I said before, it has taken me at most 5 minutes to take down the golem. Atlas takes a lot of time to get his blueprints. The grind is very painstakingly long, especially if you build new Archwing pieces. Then you have to wait a few days to build and level up. My last Jordas precept tip is to do not accidentally sell or delete Atlas's main blueprint. There is no way to restart the mission or get it back. Now that you built your Atlas, let's go over his abilities and what he does. Atlas is a unique stone warframe. He has an item drop special to him called Rubble. It looks like a rock with a glow of your chosen warframe energy color. When picked up, one piece of rubble restores 50 health, and if your health is already restored, it adds 50 armor that decays over time. The armor can stack up to 1500. A unique interface that Atlas has to help show his armor is located on the right side of the screen that looks like a clock. It's an easy way to keep track of his armor. The armor decays at 5 points per second, however the rubble lasts on the ground for 30 seconds, giving you some wiggle room to grab rubble. So now that we have an idea on rubble, let's move on to his first ability. Atlas's first ability is Landslide. It's honestly not what it sounds like. Landslide is a punch. Atlas performs that as he throws out melee attacks at the enemies. The movesets are a lot of fun to watch, if repeatedly mashing his number 1 ability to perform combos. What's neat about this is Landslide is affected by melee mods and your chosen comboer. I'm not going into any details, but recommend playing around with your melee mods and checking out the difference and fun you have with this. Last, Landslide releases rubble when combined with his number 3 ability. We'll get into that in a bit. This ability consumes 25 energy and is built around strength, duration, range, and melee mods. Atlas's second ability is Tectonics. It has Atlas build somewhat impenetrable wall of rock, and when you hit the second ability again, the rock wall hurls forward. The wall does have health also. When you roll the wall at enemies, it can either do impact damage, or if it hits a wall, it'll do an explosive damage. When casting this number 3 ability on the wall, it creates a larger ability stats. Tectonics consumes 50 energy and is built around strength and range. Atlas's third ability is Petrify. This ability has Atlas harden enemies. Enemies that become petrified receive 50% more damage. Let me talk about how most players utilize Atlas. First, petrify your enemies, then hit your number 1 ability Landslide onto the petrified enemy. He'll deal more damage. Second, he'll drop rubble. Doing this method will gain health and shields that could possibly render Atlas a tank. Just take into consideration efficiency. The 1-3 combo can use up a lot of energy, but is a must-do with Atlas to truly utilize his skills in gaining rubble. Petrified consumes 75 energy and is built around strength, duration, and range. Atlas's number 4 ability is Rumblers, which has Atlas summon 2 golems within a certain range while summoning the golems, Atlas also petrifies the enemies. Rumbler's health, armor, and strength are accounted by Atlas's mods. Again, I won't go into statistics in case I may be incorrect. When Petrify is cast on a Rumbler, it will restore their health to 100%. Rumblers consume 100 energy and is built around strength, duration, and range. My last suggestion is Atlas will consume a lot of energy, so make room for flow and streamline, since you'll want to consistently combo his Petrify with Landslide. And there you have it, another Warframe tip of the day. Please subscribe to support my channel.